So what's up this morning? Kind of had been a topic here lately that's been brought up. I don't think it really is going to pertain to me. Still don't know. I've heard different things about this new bill, this new speed limiter bill, which I think is a crock of you know what. Number one, I mean, like, what's it going to look like out on I-40 between Memphis and Little Rock with every truck driving 65 mile an hour? Okay, that's cool and all, but like, there's going to be somebody that has a new set of drive tires that can run half a mile an hour faster than somebody else, and they're going to jump out and pass. It's going to take 10 miles to pass. You know some idiot is going to do that, right? Okay, so we know that, but our House of Representatives, probably not. Congress, probably not. Our president, probably not. So, okay. So, the speed limiter deal, like, I've got a full manual engine, so it's probably not going to affect me. It'd be tough. I've heard anything older than 2003, which I don't know how that plays into it, or anything newer than 2003, I'm sorry. I don't know how that plays into it, really. So, I mean, it makes no sense to me there. I could see, like, okay, well, you know, no ELD, 99 older, no speed limiter 99 and older. I can get that. I can get on board with that, but this dude who told me 2003, I don't know. I mean, so I'm not sure about that, but, you know, I've also been told that everybody's got to have it. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. But, you know, my deal is the big carriers, they pushed for the ELD, and then they got it and didn't like it. Warner did not like it, okay? They wanted an exemption, if y'all remember. I think UPS wanted an exemption. You know, a lot of them wanted an exemption when they figured out it didn't work good for them. So, these big carriers, you know, for years they wanted, you know, they finally got DC lobbyists in their back pocket because they've got enough money now. And now that they're more company trucks on the road than owner operators, you know, they have a certain amount of control. You know, we have nobody. We got OIDA, which is a total joke. They lay down and play dead for everybody. They're about like a union anymore. It's a joke. It's just like they just keep you from getting screwed as bad. So, and which, you know, it's not really probably OIDA's fault. I mean, if they had as much money as Swift and CR England and JB Hunt and some of these other carriers, hey, we might, you know, and I mean, well, I guess we could, if everybody got on board and paid their dues to OIDA, maybe we'd have enough money. Probably not. But, you know, you've got these DC lobbyists that these guys have in their back pocket, and they're getting stuff done. They got the ELD done, and they're probably going to get the speed limiter done, which I think is a total crock of crap, because the big corporations that have these big fleets, they've always used this level the playing field, okay? And level the playing field to them means make it to where owner-operators lose their advantage. That is, okay, so their advantage is they buy all these trucks in bulk, they get discounts on them. They get discounts on fuel because they buy bulk fuel and they buy gallons. I mean, they'll go in and lock in gallons, and you know, they'll go and lock in gallons at a certain price, and they'll have that discount all through the year. And they can afford to do that. They can afford to self-insure. They can afford to do a lot of things. You know, they have a whole staff of personnel that does mechanicing, a whole staff that does accounting, a whole staff with safety. And they've got all these advantages, and they can drop and hook. They got plenty of trailers to drop and hook. If a truck breaks down, oh, just get another one. Level the playing field. That's a bunch of bull to me. And it is just another way to control all the freight, get owner-operators out of the business, and make it to where they can control everything. And hell, the government don't mind it. I mean, the less they have of guys like me, and the more they have of big carriers, kind of like the railroad, the less they have to govern, which they already over-govern anyway. We're already over-regulated. So, this speed limiter deal, it's kind of like all the petitions for the ELD. You can get all the petitions all you want to. Get 200 trucks to go circle Washington, D.C., around the Beltway. You can do all that, and it ain't going to matter, because it all matters about money. And money and greed. So, and you see this with Walmart and lots of, even like with Dollar General, Dollar General knows they have to compete with Walmart. So what do? They keep shoving money into new if you drive around the South, every little hole in the wall community has a Dollar General now, because they know they got to compete with Walmart. They know they got to do something. They know they got to get bigger. So, and it actually, like with other places like Family Dollars are closing down around here. We were putting Walgreens in, and Walgreens has slowed down. So, being a capitalist, I get it. But there also needs to be, I suppose we still have monopoly laws in effect, but that didn't stop Pilot, TA, and Love's from basically killing every mom and pop truck stop in this country. Yeah, I'd say in another 10 years, we'll be lucky. We will be lucky, because Love's is doing like Dollar General. They are putting every little hole in the wall they can justify putting even a small Love's. They're doing it. They are doing it. Across Highway 82, across Highway 82 in Mississippi, they've got two now. There used to not be hardly any truck stops across there. And now they got two across there. And then they've got one, Highway 82 in Lake Village, Arkansas. So there are 3 Loves within 200 miles on a stretch of road that don't hardly have any truck stops. And they know that. They're going to keep doing that. So, nobody is enforcing any kind of monopoly laws. Because, if they were, Pilot, I don't think Pilot would be as big as they are, and Love's wouldn't be getting as big as they are, and TA wouldn't be able to keep doing what they're doing. But they keep taking. Even TA. I'm a country market. It's okay, pretty good for a truck stop chain restaurant. Iron Skillet, Love Iron Skillet. They're taking them all out and putting IHOPs. Why? Because they want to cater to motorists. They don't care nothing about truck drivers anymore. If they cared anything about truck drivers, they'd offer us a fuel discount. If you look at my video here a while back, I pulled out of a TA when the fuel first started going up, and the fuel at the pump's like $5.05. Well, at the auto diesel pump, it's like $4.59. It's like 50 cents. And if you notice these mom and pop truck stops, they'll have a price. And you go down to the next exit where the Loves and the TA is, what is it? It's 50 cents higher. So, they're already raping owner-operators. They're raping truckers. And the whole deal with the showers, used to, if you didn't have a fuel thing, if you didn't buy fuel somewhere at a mom and pop truck stop, it might be $5. I remember the first time I paid for a truck stop shower in 1998. it was $5. If y'all remember, right there outside of Jackson, and I think that's Canton, just west of Jackson, there's an old mom and pop truck stop, big bull hauler, chicken hauler hangout. Great food. They tore the son of a gun down. There's still a shop there, but I remember I didn't buy fuel, and they said, well, it'll be $5. I thought, crap, that's expensive. But I want to say at that same place, if you filled up, you got a meal for free. And I don't know of many places like that anymore. But, man, I don't know. It just, the way these big truck stops, and I've heard through the grapevine that Love's, after the first of 2023, you're going to have to pay $10 to park for the night regardless. So, and I also heard TA and Petro will be, has worked a deal with Amazon to use their parking lots as drop trailers for Amazon trailers. So you can imagine the kind of crap you see with Amazon trailers, and you can imagine dropping, hooking it. I don't know. I just don't know about the industry anymore. I don't know. Sometimes I think that with everything that's going on, I'm better off just to quit now while I'm ahead, because I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he was 65 years old. He said, if I make it 2 more years, I can work all I want, not have to, draw all my money, my Social Security, not have to worry about paying taxes. And I got to thinking, I'm 20 years away from that. And at the rate the industry's going, in the past 5 years, if the next 5 go like the previous 5, I don't know. I just don't know. So, I don't know. It's hard to stay positive when you see nothing good, but it's all about what you make out of it, and I don't know. I mean, there may be a time where I just go back to running southeast, like here to Alabama and Georgia, and maybe to Texas and back. Where I stay pretty regional, where I know where I can go, where I can sleep, because we're already not making enough money right now. I mean, I've been hauling some killer loads here lately, but at 5:30, 5:50, I was talking to a buddy of mine. I was talking to Martin last night, and 6 something in California, man. How in the world can you sustain that kind of overhead? Not to mention, if you're like me and you got a bunch of net 30 stuff, and you're net 30, and you're spending, just say you're spending $3,000 a week in fuel. I mean, you're taking $12,000 a week in fuel, okay? Then you got, my insurance is pretty good. I ain't gonna tell you how much my insurance is, but it's cheap. We'll just call it $1,000. So, you're $13,000 there. Just say you pay yourself $1,000 a week. You're $17,000 there. You need money for maintenance. We'll just call that another $1,500. So you're $18,500 right there. Time you make your payments and everything, you're $20,000. Just say you got a $1,500 a month truck payment and $500 truck. We'll call it $2,000 right there. So you're up to where we at? $20,500 out of your money before you get paid. And it's expensive enough to get started in this bull crap. And if you got new authority, your insurance ain't gonna be $1,000. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be more like probably $2,500. So, you just throw another $1,500 onto that. So I mean, you're at $22,000 before you even get paid the first nickel. So I don't know, man. I just, the future for the owner operator looks grim, and I hate it. And man, I hope that pray every day that things change for the American owner operator, because we're not having a good time right now, and not a lot of people have ever helped us out. Number one, I mean, they just see us as a way to extort money from, whether it be the states, the brokers, insurance, whatever, truck stops, whatever. I mean, and going back to the original rant here, the speed limiter thing, it eliminates that's one more advantage that we have. Now, like I said, big fleets have all the buying power, I mean, they can go in there and, like somewhere where I haul out of all the time, they've got enough equipment, enough resources, where somewhere where I haul out of, just say it's an owner operator deal, like me and 5 or 10 owner operators or 20 owner operators take care of a meal somewhere, and say the rates go down, and like when rates go down, big carriers go to try and keep their fleet going, so they'll go in there and cut the rate at somewhere where I haul and I make my money, and they'll go in there and cut the rate and take all the hauling, and when rates go up, they screw it up and leave it alone, and then the other people come back begging us to come back. That's how that works. So they have all the resources. They can come in there and take all my freight if they want to, because they have resources. They have buying power for tires, brakes, parts, fuel, insurance, self-insured. They have all that. So, you know, all I have to offer is service. That's all I have to offer is service. I can get it there. I can do whatever I can get it there quicker, because, I mean, I can just get it there quicker. There are many ways that we, and I'm not condoning driving fast or cheating on your logbook or nothing like that. It's just the fact that a big carrier has all kind of irons in the fire, and they can't just turn loose of all their irons in the fire just because one customer needs a load overnighted, 700 miles somewhere. But I can. I mean, if my customer calls me and says, "Hey, are you going to be in the area tomorrow? I need something taken to Atlanta," which Atlanta's not that far, 550 miles from my house. I need something taken to Atlanta. I need it there at 7 o'clock the next morning because this place needs it to operate. So, with speed limiters, like here to Atlanta, I mean, it's 65, 70 mile an hour. And, if you leave Little Rock, go to Atlanta, it's 70 mile an hour all the way to Atlanta. And there's pretty good rolling hills when you go through Alabama and everything. And, go 70 mile an hour through there. Get them big rolling hills, you need to get a little speed up for them. All that's gone. All that's gone when that happens. So I lose my advantage. I lose my service, and my customer knows that I'm gonna take care of their product, and I'll still have that. And I'll still have my professionalism. They know I'm not gonna come in some flip-flops with pizza stains all over my wife beater t-shirt, cussing them out with my belly hanging out of the bottom. They know they're not going to get that. They know when I go to their customer that I'm going to take care of it, and I'll always have that. But I will never have big fleet discounts on stuff. Yeah, Landstar offers some crap, but hell, you need to haul for them all the time. Fleet One, I can get a Fleet One card. There's several ways, but it'll never be to the advantage they have. So level the playing field. It's just a bunch of bull crap. It's a bunch of bull crap to try and take guys like me out of the business that I love and passionate about. You know, it's level the playing field. No, it's to take away from me and what I can do for my customers. So, yeah, I'm going to sign all the petitions. I'm going to do everything I can. I probably won't go to D.C. and go around the Beltway and stop traffic and flip the camera off like some of the other guys did last time. If you're watching, dude, you're an idiot. I do support the guys that do the convoys. I've got a friend of mine that does it, and you know, there's a lot of guys that do that are, you know, they got their head on straight. And if everybody would follow their lead and not try and do their own thing, and we would be all right. We'd be, I mean, like, we might actually get something done. Those guys in Canada, man, we need to follow their lead. Now, I'm not saying that Canada is, I don't support everything that goes on in Canada. I mean, there's a lot of things in Canada I don't like, but I'm sure there's a lot of better things in America I don't like. But that's one thing I can say about guys in Canada that did this strike. They got something done, and they did it right. They did it organized. They had a plan. And if we can ever get our heads right and get rid of this cowboy redneck mentality that some of these guys have, I'm not saying all of them, because there's a lot of guys, like I said, that have their head on straight. If people would follow them and would get some good people behind us, we could make some strides in Washington for the American owner-operator. But we just got to come together. And as American truck drivers, hell, we can't agree on Facebook what the best truck is. I mean, like, we can't agree to disagree. So we can't come together on nothing. And I say that as a whole, we can't. I mean, there's small groups that can come together. But until we get our heads on straight and come together, we're not going to get nothing done. So I will continue to, every time I see this crap on Facebook and everywhere else, I'll continue to sign these petitions and whatever I need to do there. But unless I feel good about something going on in D.C., I won't go. But if I do feel good about it, I will go. So anyway, guys, even if you don't truck, man, support us, because like this bill right here is just another nail in the coffin for an American owner-operator. So, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not condoning driving 80 mile an hour everywhere you go. But even like passing on a 2-lane, I'm going down a 2-lane road right now, and if I got some idiot that's messing with me and driving 50 1 minute and 60 the next and just being dumb, I can't pass them. I mean, like, you're not, I mean, you know as well as I do, if you drive a truck down a 2-lane road and you need to pass, you're going to run across somebody you need to pass, and as soon as you get ready to pass them, they're going to speed up on you. They're going to do something dumb. And in that aspect, I think it's unsafe. And I mean, I think it's going to be unsafe for say like I-40 Memphis Little Rock. You're just going to have a line of trucks in the right lane. Or even better, some idiot riding down the road running 50 mile an hour. Not an idiot, but like, I mean, I'm thinking about guys going down the road pulling trailers 45 mile an hour. I mean, you see it. So in that aspect, man, I think it's unsafe when you get out west and you're 75, 80 mile an hour. That's clearly going to be unsafe. Even at 70, man, you know, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be unsafe. So, guys, if you don't truck, still support us. Man, if you see petitions, hey, if you feel the need to reach out, write a letter to your congressman. I mean, whatever you think you need to do, we would I set another nail in the coffin for the American owner-operator, but another nail in the coffin for American small businesses. I mean, small businesses have no help. SBA, that's, yeah, whatever. That's a joke. So, thanks for watching. Support us. Do everything you can to support us if you don't truck. If you truck, hey, do everything you can there. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to get off here and cut this thing off. See you.